See, let us first understand what exactly what are those dilemmas a leader faces. I mean, obviously, the dilemmas which are normally faced by the leaders, as we are talking about the people's issues. I'm putting it in very simple terms now as the people issues. The issues could be a real issue, or it could be also perception issues. So let us understand that also, because see what happens many times people come with their problems or their issues which they feel is very important for them, which may not be really that material as far as the organization is concerned, as far as the whole ecosystem is concerned. So this is where the role of a conscious leader comes. I mean, it's a dilemma every conscious leader faces. First of all, a conscious leader has to have empathy in a very big E. So that empathy has to be there. But empathy is not for others only. Empathy is equally required for the leader himself. It's very important for himself as well. And if I am empathetic at any point of time, I know that I am trying to do my balanced activity all throughout altogether. So this is one part which is important. But at the same time, there could be so empathy leads to compassion. So there could be a misplaced compassion. Misplaced compassion in the sense that same problem for X and same problem for Y could be completely different. So this is where a role of a conscious leader comes in. He has to identify, he or she has to see what exactly is the requirement and how that translates into overall growth of the person as well as for the organization. Very easy to say, difficult for theory. I mean, too much of theory on this, but let me try to put it in this way. Many times I know very well if somebody comes to me that I will not be able to solve her problem or his problem. I will not be able to resolve this. But there is always a way to put it across. There is always a way to explain that why it is important for because everybody is an adult, everybody understands. I may be getting very much carried away by my issues and then getting very, very emotional about it. But at the same time, if you are in a position to explain and put the context well, it becomes very easy. People have come to me, cried in front of me, I have offered them glasses of water and they have gone out smiling because they have understood what is exactly their requirement. Somebody comes, okay, I have a problem, this is to be resolved, and I have a small child, I have to stay. Important is how the child has to be taken care of. Important is not the place, not other. Conscious leader is somebody who is conscious of all his activities, all his dealings, all his deliveries. So that is totally important for anybody. And as we say also normally, communications have a very easy thing to say, that communication has to be complete if whatever I have told you have understood. So that becomes more important in these cases of anybody also. You have to explain to people in their own ways that they understand what is the importance of it. So I think probably that helps. Another point I can just add is that we don't have to promise too much to people. That's something. What happens normally just to buy peace, buy time, buy some acceptances, etc. We normally overpromise. This is where the problem happens. In fact, if you look at the first major reason for a trust deficit, this is the one thing which happens. We promise more and deliver less. And that happens in a conscious leadership as well. I mean, in a leadership, in this type of cases also, this also happens. So we have to be very practical and we have to be reasonable. I mean, reasonable in the truest sense that by doing something good to you, I am not affecting others. I'm not affecting the organization. And people do understand. My experience has been people do understand, do appreciate, may not be very, very happy at the end of the day, very happy. We don't have to make everybody, we can't make everybody very, very happy. At least we have to have a balance on that. So that's how it has been.